Good morning, everybody. Slightly damp this morning out there, but hey ho, we can't have it all the way nice all the time, can we? Difficult, isn't it, at the moment? And certainly this time last week, I didn't think that I would be, along with my husband, homeschooling our 6-year-old twin grandsons. And boy, does that level you out. And I kept thinking, how are we going to get through this? How are we going to do that? And you'll probably see on my title at the front, I've put some letters. So we've been playing word games. But that first one, WWJD, back in the 80s, I think it was about the 80s, that was a very popular phrase particularly amongst the youngsters in the Christian communities. And they'd wear it on wristbands or they'd wear it on lanyards. And for those that haven't come across it, it means, what would Jesus do? I'm thinking, yeah, okay, well, we know when our Lord was faced with a problem and he would go out perhaps to the mountains, to the hillsides, take a boat out to the middle of the lake so he could sit alone and contemplate. And I'm sure many of us would love to be able to do that, just to have those moments away from all of this chaos that is erupting around us. But of course we can't. So why don't we be a little bit creative and think about that one? And of course, Jesus would fast. And again, if you've got the children home and they're wanting to pick and eat, and my grandson's constantly eating, oh Nanny, what can we have? Can we have a snack now? Is it time for lunch yet? And this is only 9:30. So that is a very difficult thing. Also, we might be limited in what food stocks we've got in the house because of getting out to shop. So, what would Jesus do? Well, of course, he'd pray. I know, I can hear it coming back, but I've been praying since last March. I've been going through this, and I'm exhausted. Yeah. But do you know, there's more than one way of praying. And when we run out of words, which is, we run out of words, we find these blank spaces. God created us as creative beings, and one of my ways of offering my prayers back to Jesus when I've run out of words is by being creative. I love to sew and I love to embroider, and of course for about 6 months I wasn't able to do it because of waiting for my eye surgery, and now it's all over and done with. I'm getting back into it, and it's lovely that I can be creative. I can offer it back to Jesus and to God as a gift that he's given me. Now you might be sitting there saying, well, I can't sew. Well, perhaps you can knit. Some people love ironing. Gentlemen, building, DIY, measuring things and making things to fit. Do you know, these are all gifts that God has given us, and they're all gifts that we can offer back. It helps to work the mind, it helps to work the fingers and everything else. And it's getting back into that creative way of living. Now the other phrase I've got on there, DWJD, it says, do what Jesus did. And that comes from a title from a book that I've got by Robbie Dawkins, that one there. And God is so gracious when I pick up books and think of that. There must be something in it that's going to help me. And the very first page that I opened it up on was this. I'm going to put specs on it just to read these words. The very first word there was relax. Oh, that's a nice one to think about. My encouragement is to resist getting flustered. I wish I'd read that yesterday. If something doesn't make sense to someone, lean into the word and listen. Relax. Trust that God is there and that he is speaking, and try to get a fuller picture. If nothing is coming, stay calm and carry on. It may be that as you continue praying, suddenly you'll get a flash of understanding that brings clarity to the original picture. or God may bring clarity through a different picture. Also, realise that we're not perfect. There's not a problem with that. God likes to use us anyway. Enjoy the adventure. We're just called to love people. And that's very important, that phrase. We're just called to love people. We're called to be there for other people. So, I think my thought today, bring it down into a nutshell, seeing as my class has just arrived downstairs, is that don't worry if you can't escape to that quiet place. Don't worry if you can't fast. Don't worry if you can't find the words that you would like to use to say. But look inside yourself to that creativeness, that thing that God gave you that you can do. Let's sing, write a poem, anything. Pick up the telephone, have a chat with a friend. But just think on him. Ask him, please be with me. Be with me while I contact whoever it is you're going to contact. Be with me while I cut out this pattern. Be with me while I make these shells that I've been promising to make for a long time. Whatever it is. But take the creative God, the creativeness, and work with that. And he'll be with you. So love and blessings to you all. Be very, very safe. And I really hope to see you next Tuesday. Bye for now. Take care.